that a new Nigeria is possible and that our situation is not hopeless. A strong message of hope. But this morning, I would like you to start by sharing with us how you have been lately. I've seen you in Princeton University, I've seen pictures of you in the East, and your thoughts on the cases in court, on the judgment, particularly at the presidential election petition level, and everything else, including this big issue about discovery for use of the president's credentials from Chicago State University.
Well, my first reaction, I will take it one after the other. Number one is the issue of how am I feeling. I feel very positive about the future of Nigeria, like I mentioned in my message. And I put it to people ask me about the judgment by this and everything, and I said, I remain positive. Because when I look at what is happening now, and comments of respected, highly respected, I would say, and less respected Nigerians, and Nigerians in generality, he underscores the erosion of value that comes to the heart of the urgency of building a new Nigeria, where things will be properly done based on people saying the truth, doing things rightly, within the laws and behaviors that is required of a modern society. So for me, I feel positive. On other areas, and maybe as we go along, I will clarify what is happening and everything. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Welcome, Mr. Peter Obi. Now, just to ask you, because this is a big topic currently with regards to the fuel subsidy removal, the attendant effect on Nigerians, the response by organized labor. Yesterday, they met with the federal government and they said they were going on a mother of all strikes starting tomorrow if their demands were not met. I'd like to ask you a question with regards to what you would have done, because during the campaign season, you described fuel subsidy as organized crime and that you were going to remove it. What would you have done differently? So would you have still gone ahead to remove it? Would the timing have mattered? What would you have put in terms of palliatives if you had been elected as president?
Well, let me reiterate my position. And I said, fuel subsidy is organized crime as it was being practiced even before. If you go and look at my tweet of September 19, 2022, and then read my manifesto, it showed clearly, manifesto of the Labour Party, showed clearly the way we would have approached it. Fuel subsidy is organized crime. I've said this repeatedly, and it will be, that is going to be removed. I mentioned it during the campaign. I mentioned that what we are consuming is far above what we are supposed to be consuming. And if you listen to Governor Isaiah Gudaya's interview recently, he said that a friend of his who was involved in fuel subsidy gains and everything told him that it is criminal, that he's even tired of making money through that type of crime. It should be removed. Which shows there's a criminality side of it and corruption side of it. Then if you look at, since the subsidy has been removed, our consumption is just about half of what it is, which again shows that what we are consuming. So for me, the approach would have been, and that's what I said, go and read my tweet, is to remove the corruption and criminal side of it, remove the excess demand that is not factual. By doing this, you would have reduced it by 50%. The remaining 50% is what would have been able to, after consultation with various stakeholders, been able to find a way to, in an organized manner, remove and showing the proceeds of the removal or the gains of the removal to be invested in a critical development areas, education, health, and pulling people out of poverty. People need to see that transparency of transferring from here to here, the gains and everything. And when you do it in an organized manner, with proper palliative that are well structured, thought after, not just haphazardly, you would have been able to see Nigerians go along with you. One of the things we are suffering with this announcement is what I can call announcement effect. You see, policies like these are not what you just announce haphazardly. There are things you thought through and everything. That's what we would have done as Labour Party.
Apart from entertainment, I can only tell you Nigeria, we have soared high in entertainment. Apart from that, we've done nothing. Our economy is in shambles. Our security system is in shambles. Our government, they are not up and doing. So Nigeria, we have failed. We have failed woefully.
So now only entertainment, music now.
Yeah, that is it. That they are the only ones flying our flag now as the patriotic Nigerians because of their individual talents. It's not about our collective interest. But I want to tell you
that where poverty, they tell us to your own property. They tell us about independence. Nothing commercial. We don't see them. We know they're Nigeria.
Is that the people are crying and mourning. They are mourning because people used to die every day. They are also murmuring. There is starvation all over. Hunger is catching the masses. And when you see it, that people are devastated. Things are not going the way it ought to be. The common man cannot live any longer. So they die daily. Wish me as a comrade. I am against
the word celebration because people are angry. There is hunger in the land, you know. Yeah, people are very, very angry because of
the policies of the government.
The economy is falling every day, so people are not happy. I don't blame them anyways. But for the fact that I'm a Nigerian and I'm alive today, I will still celebrate the independence.
Nigeria has failed, you understand. At 63, if you are a government worker, an entrepreneur, at least at 63, people, you should be thinking of going to retirement. You should be thinking of going to retirement. But in the case of Nigeria, it's not so. Nigeria, we are still talking about to rebuild, how to set up institutions, how to build our educational system, how to equip our hospitals, how to build road, how to have common electricity, how to have a clean borehole waters in our houses. These are primary issues that at least at 63 we shall be able to overcome.
In retrospect, has there been any improvement? Like,
it did not work. It doesn't worth celebrating. It does not worth celebrating. Why I said so